December 29, 2025. The world's attention is fixed on the South China Sea, a region that has become a flashpoint for global tensions. Headlines everywhere warn of a standoff that could shape the future of Asia, and perhaps the world. The South China Sea is a chessboard of warships and nerves, where every move is scrutinized and every maneuver could have far-reaching consequences. The waters churn with uncertainty as rival fleets test each other's resolve. The USS Ronald Reagan, a symbol of American naval power, leads a tense patrol. It is flanked by Japan's JS Izumo and the Philippine BRP Jose Rizal, their hulls cutting through contested waters in a show of unity and strength. Together, these ships represent a coalition determined to uphold international order. Their mission is clear: uphold freedom of navigation in waters claimed by China. For the crews aboard, this is more than a routine patrol. It's a statement of principle, a demonstration that the world is watching and will not be intimidated. Crews are on edge, every radar blip and radio crackle loaded with meaning. The tension is palpable, as sailors know that a single misinterpreted signal could escalate into something far more dangerous. Just beyond sight, China's carrier Shandong and a formidable escort of advanced destroyers shadow the Allied fleet. Their presence is a constant reminder that the balance of power here is delicate and that both sides are prepared for any eventuality. The two sides maintain a careful distance, a high-stakes dance of deterrence. Each maneuver is calculated, each course correction deliberate, as commanders weigh the risks of provocation against the need to stand firm. No shots fired, but the threat of conflict hangs heavy in the salty air. The silence is tense, broken only by the hum of engines and the distant crackle of radios. Everyone knows that peace here is fragile. One mistake could ignite a wider crisis. This standoff is the result of years of rising friction and competing visions for Asia's future. Decades of territorial disputes, military buildups, and diplomatic posturing have led to this moment, where history and ambition collide. The Allies sail to defend international law and open seas. For China, these are sovereign waters, integral to its national pride and security. Each side is convinced of its own legitimacy, unwilling to back down. Each side sees itself as the rightful guardian of the region. Diplomats issue statements, military leaders brief their crews, and the world waits to see who will blink first. The plan's modernization is meant for moments like this, to assert claims, deter interference, and project power far from home. China's investment in cutting-edge technology is on full display, signaling its determination to shape the region's future. The South China Sea has become the front line of a global contest, where a single misstep could spark crisis. Military planners on all sides run through scenarios, knowing that the stakes could not be higher. This is the new normal, an uneasy peace, one incident away from disaster. As night falls, the ships remain on high alert, their crews bracing for whatever comes next in this dangerous game of brinkmanship. China's rapid rise has transformed the region's balance of power. The PLA Navy, now the world's largest, projects strength far beyond China's shores. Assertive actions, militarized islands, maritime militia, and airspace incursions have alarmed neighbors. The Philippines faces constant pressure in its own waters. Japan remains vigilant over the Senkaku Islands. Beijing's salami-slicing tactics steadily erode the old order, raising fears of a new regional hierarchy. The anxiety is real. Nations worry China's power will be used to intimidate, restrict navigation, and rewrite the rules. This shared concern is driving an unprecedented realignment across the Indo-Pacific. In response, the United States, Japan, and the Philippines are forging a new trilateral security partnership. Not a formal alliance, but a flexible, united front to deter Chinese aggression. The old hub-and-spokes model is giving way to a networked approach, connecting allies directly. Joint exercises, intelligence sharing, and coordinated responses send a clear message: aggression against one is a concern for all. South Korea's involvement further strengthens this coalition, bridging Northeast and Southeast Asia. By pooling resources and presenting a unified front, these nations aim to convince China that cooperation, not confrontation, is the better path. The Indo-Pacific's security architecture is being fundamentally reshaped. The shift to a networked security web is the region's biggest strategic innovation in decades. Direct ties between allies, trilateral and quadrilateral groupings, replace old gaps China once exploited. The Quad, AUKUS, and new trilaterals create a flexible, overlapping defense network. Interoperability as key joint drills, shared data, and standardized procedures allow seamless crisis response. Economic and technological cooperation, securing supply chains, offering alternatives to Belt and Road, bolster the alliance. This integrated approach strengthens deterrence and resilience. The allies are building a multi-layered strategy that's hard to undermine. The Indo-Pacific's future now rests on this web of partnerships. The new strategy flips the map. What was once considered the periphery is now the center of gravity in Asia's security landscape. The vast blue expanse of the Pacific, dotted with island chains, has become the primary arena for military planning and power projection. Asia's defense is now built from the sea inward. Instead of focusing solely on land borders, nations are fortifying their maritime frontiers, recognizing that control of the surrounding waters is crucial for national security. The first island chain, stretching from the Japanese archipelago through Taiwan and down to the Philippines, forms the main line of defense against China's expanding naval ambitions. This arc of islands is not just a geographic feature, it's a strategic barrier. Control of key straits like Luzon and Miyako can bottle up China's navy, limiting its reach and restricting its ability to project power into the wider Pacific. These narrow passages are now flashpoints, where even minor incidents could have major consequences. The alliance positions sensors, advanced missile systems, and warships to turn these choke points into formidable barriers. Surveillance radars scan the horizon, while mobile missile batteries stand ready to respond at a moment's notice. The first island chain acts as a tripwire. Any hostile move is likely to trigger a rapid and coordinated response from allied forces, making it a deterrent as much as a defense. Beyond this, the second island chain, stretching further east, provides depth and reinforcement, allowing for flexible operations and a second layer of defense. It ensures that even if the first line is breached, there is another shield in place. This layered defense complicates China's planning, forcing it to contend with a distributed, resilient shield that can absorb and respond to attacks from multiple directions. Military planners constantly adapt, dispersing forces to avoid being targeted in a single strike. Geography becomes a weapon. These islands, once remote outposts, are now the linchpins of maritime security. Their fortification and integration into a broader network make them critical to the balance of power in the region. The contest for control of the seas is the defining military challenge of the era, shaping alliances, strategies, and the future of the Indo-Pacific. The outcome will determine not just regional, but global security for years to come. To make this strategy work, the Allies are rapidly modernizing and repositioning their forces. The US shifts from big bases to agile, dispersed deployments, harder to target, quicker to respond. Japan is rearming, acquiring long-range missiles and converting ships to carry F-35s. The Philippines, once focused on internal threats, is now central, acquiring new ships, missiles, and radar, and hosting US forces at key sites. Defense industry cooperation, joint production, shared tech, and rapid resupply ensures sustainability in crisis. The goal, a robust, integrated force ready for high-intensity conflict. The alliance's military edge is sharper than ever. The northern Philippines, particularly the provinces of Cagayan and Batanes, has rapidly emerged as a critical strategic prize in the Indo-Pacific region. Once known mainly for their natural beauty and remote communities, these areas are now at the center of a major geopolitical shift. Overlooking the vital Luzon Strait, these provinces serve as a gateway between the South China Sea and the vast Pacific Ocean. Their location is essential for monitoring and potentially controlling China's naval movements and access to the Pacific, making them a linchpin in regional security. With new U.S. access sites established here, American and Filipino forces can now rapidly deploy troops, conduct joint training, and preposition critical equipment. This enhanced presence allows for faster response times and greater flexibility in the face of emerging threats. In the event of a crisis over Taiwan, These forward locations would be indispensable for launching and supporting military operations, providing a crucial staging ground for Allied forces and logistics. The deployment of mobile missile batteries and state-of-the-art surveillance systems transforms the region into a formidable bastion of defense, capable of detecting and deterring hostile actions long before they reach Philippine shores. For the Philippines, this marks a dramatic transformation, from focusing on internal security challenges to assuming a frontline role in the broader contest for regional stability and security. The benefits are clear: stronger alliances with key partners, access to advanced technology, and a significant leap in military modernization that boosts the country's defense capabilities. But the risks are equally significant. By becoming a strategic hub, the Philippines also faces the danger of being drawn into a great power conflict, potentially making it a target in times of heightened tension. The stakes for Manila, and for the entire region, have never been higher, as decisions made here will shape the future security landscape of Southeast Asia for years to come. From Beijing's perspective, the alliance looks like encirclement, not defense. China sees new bases, choke point control, and military buildup as threats to its rise and security. In response, it's expanding its missile arsenal, nuclear forces, and overseas partnerships to break the perceived ring. Diplomatic and economic pressure aim to divide the alliance and sway regional states. This action-reaction spiral fuels mistrust, raising the risk that a minor incident could trigger a major crisis. The Indo-Pacific stands at a crossroads, its future shaped by US-China rivalry and the new alliance web. The hope-credible deterrence convinces China to rise peacefully, respecting neighbors and global rules. The risk military competition and economic decoupling spiral out of control, leading to conflict. The region's fate depends on unity, resilience, and wise leadership on all sides. Southeast Asia's choices will be pivotal. This is a contest of ideas as much as arms. The coming years will test alliances and leaders alike. The tense standoff in the South China Sea is just the beginning of a defining era.